Hello, my name is Alonso Flores and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about support and resistance lines. Knowing where these are at on your charts is very important. Reading support and resistance lines will help you in the future trading anything with stocks, options, or whatever it is you're trading. Support and resistance lines are very important when trading in the stock market. Once you start knowing how to read these, you'll find them everywhere. I'll show you some examples here in a few minutes. Before that, I just want to say on this channel, we talk about trading for beginners as well as advanced. Beginners, traders, I have a lot of things I can show you. I'm going to show you a lot of things from the very beginning, simple ways, easy terms. I'm not going to speak too advanced so you will understand what I'm talking about. Advanced traders, I will speak a little bit more advanced. I will show you some really cool stuff and some things you might know and some things you might not know. So please join me on this journey. Thank you. All right, everybody, here we go. So I want to talk about support and resistance lines. So right here I have this chart. As you can see right here, this is ETH, stock ticker ETH, Ethan Allen. This is the one year, 1 day chart. So that means each one of these candlesticks represents 1 day right there. 1 day, 1 day, 1 day. Okay, so, all right, so let me zoom in here a little bit more. And bring this up for everybody here so they can see what I'm doing. All right, so support and resistance. So resistance, as example, like you see this thing coming up right here, and it came just shy of this. So right there was a resistance. That means it resisted from going up, came back down here, and then again, kind of almost touched it. It was a resistance right there, and resisted here again. And as soon as it crossed it, as soon as it went above it, it passed it. Now it came down, and it's not a resistance anymore. Now it is a support. You gotta think about support like you're supporting something on your hands, like a weight of something. You're supporting a weight. So when it's coming down and it hits it, now it's a support. Here was resistance, resistance, resistance. It kind of crossed it a little bit right there, came back down, and then it crossed it. Now that it crossed this resistance is now a support. So sometimes resistance becomes supports. So now that this resistance is not anymore, it is a support. So it's support right here, and then here it kind of came down, but it didn't even come close to it. It's pretty far away from it now, so it's already past it. So now this one kind of when it comes down to here. So this line, this zone, you don't have to have an exact area. It's kind of have like a little zone, is support and resistance now. So that's a good way of thinking about it. Another example right here, the SPY, S&P 500. Let me see where I got one right here for you. If I see one, I think I do. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cut this right in the middle here and move this up. Bada bing, bada boom. And yes, I don't know if y'all can see this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw another line through here. Boom. And boom. All right, so let me kind of zoom this out again a little bit differently. Like that. Okay, kind of weird, but let me see. Let me see if I can do this different. Okay, a little bit better. All right, so here, the S&P 500, that's SPY, that's the stock ticker. S&P 500 trust right here. It comes up, doesn't hit it yet, and now it kind of hits it here. So what I'm looking for is at least 3 points where this thing touches that. So right now it touched once, touched twice right here, came back down, and then it crossed it. So here it was a resistance. Now it came past the resistance, all the way up, down, up. Oh, actually it did touch right there also. Here, let me get rid of this red one here. So I won't get confused. Okay, a little bit clearer. So kind of went up, hit, crossed it right there, came back down, hit, went down, and then crossed it. Now it came down, and now this was a resistance, and now support kind of crossed it. Like I said, it doesn't have to have it be exactly, it's just a zone. It hit it right there, and now it went back above it. So, and then here, look at that, beautiful. Hit it right there once, twice, and then that was it. So this right here was a resistance, crossed it a little bit, came back down, kept wanting to go through it, and then it crossed it. Now, as it crossed it, it's a support, and crossed a little bit. It does it sometimes. And look at that, support again. So that's another example. I got one more here. This is stock ticker SUN. All right. All right, got this one set up right here. So on this one right here, it comes up. So you want to look for at least 3 points where it touches, either a resistance, or if it's coming from the top to the bottom, a support. 2 is good, but 3 is actually a lot better. You want to look for at least 3 points. Once it hits 3, it's a sure thing that it is something going on there, that the buyers or the sellers are stopping, or for whatever reason, it's a certain point, something's going on in that area. So right here, it comes up, hits, resistance, kind of crosses it, comes down, hits, comes down, hits right there, comes down, and then right here it hits, and it crosses over, stays above it, dances right on top of that, and then boom, baby, all the way across there. So this is a great example of a resistance. 1 resistance, and not really there. 2 resistance, 3 resistance, and then 4 crosses over, and now it is a support. See how it doesn't go underneath it? I mean, doesn't cross to the bottom part. It stays, and then boom, baby, all the way up. All right, let's see if I got another example for you here. I think this is a pretty good example. AMD, stock ticker AMD right there. All right, so this one, I don't know if y'all can see it right away. Y'all can see that? I see that right there too. So let me go ahead and draw a line right about. Now they don't have to be exact. Like I said before, it's not an exact line. It's more of a zone. So it doesn't have to be right on the red line. It could be above it a little bit or underneath it a little bit. But it's mainly like a little zone. So well, actually this doesn't really count right there, but still right here it came down. So instead of this is not a resistance right here, this is a support. Remember, support supports the weight. So when it comes and it hits down, if it doesn't cross to the bottom of it, it doesn't go down past it, it's holding it, it's a support. So when it's coming from the top to the bottom, it's a support. It's supporting the weight. See that? Remember that. Resistance, I mean, it's resisting, it doesn't let it go, doesn't let it get past. And support is if it comes from the top, coming down, it hits, it's supporting the weight. Resisting from crossing, and then supporting the weight. You always remember supporting the weight. Let's remember that if it's a support line. So support 1, support twice right there, and it didn't do anything for a long time. And now, look at that. That's 11 of 2020. The date's right here. 11 of 20, and this is 3 of 21. That's a long time, and it's still keeping the same support. Look at that, support a little bit, almost getting closer, not that close, but look at this one, support. So that's a good chance that this thing just keeps bouncing. So right there's a good chance that this might bounce right back up. So, all right, and eventually next, some of the other videos that I'm gonna make, I wanna start talking about the stochastic indicator, the MACD, gotta love it, and the RSI. But this is my baby right here, MACD. Actually, my wife is my baby, but anyways. All right, so All right, let me see if I can find another example for you here. Okay, I got another one, pretty decent, I think. Okay, so this one is AB. This is under financials. I actually created this watch list right here, and creating watch lists and all that. I'll teach that another class here, another video. But I don't know about you guys, but for you advanced traders that are out there, there's a lot of companies and financials, not just these. These are the ones that I picked. But I don't know if you want to notice something about the ones that I picked. You notice something similar to all of them? Anybody notice anything similar? These are all on an uptrend. Well, except for that one, but anyways. Most of these are all like that. Uptrend means they're going up, 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 up. But at the same time, they're not shooting like this is good. If you want something to go up kind of that of an angle, that's great. But what you don't want is remove drawings. You don't want something that goes up like that. That is a big no-no. That's going up too fast. That means all it's going to do is go up really fast. And what it's going to do after that is just going to crash right back down really fast too. So, all right, let me remove these here. But that's going to be for another lesson, another course. All right, so let's get back to this support and resistance. So right here, I got another one right here for you guys and gals. So right here, this, let me see, kind of hits both of them right there. Yeah, I think this is good right there. Wait, actually, I come crooked. I don't like that. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist here. Sorry about that, guys. All right, good enough right there. So it came up right here, kind of touched it. You know, let me zoom in a little bit more so y'all can see this. And let me do this. Let me pick this up a little bit like that. Okay, so see the line right here? Okay, so it kind of came up, kind of touched it almost. That's going to be a resistance. That's correct. That's a resistance right there. And then another resistance, 2, and then boom, 3. That's 3. That makes it, that's official. It's a resistance. Came down, it was down for a while. Okay, well, now look at this. As soon as it crossed it, boom. And now it came down. It did cross a little bit, but it stayed within that zone. So this resistance now became a support right here. So that's another great example of how resistance crosses, and now it becomes a support. So that's right there. All right, so let's continue here. One last one. Okay, sorry about that, that's my wife. All right, so one last one right here. I'm gonna do this right here. I got some right here for you. Boom, 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 baby. All right, so right here comes up, not too close, not that close, but here, hit it right there. Here, it crossed it and came back right away, really fast down. Right here, resistance, resistance, resistance. Look at all that, look at all that. Look at this resistance right here. Passed through it, boom, shot across, came back down, and where did it land? This resistance now is a support. So a lot of the times when these resistances are broken, they become support lines now. So always remember that if you have a good, at least 3 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, this is kind of crossed it over, but it's still, you can kind of consider it. And these didn't touch it exactly, but it's within that little zone. Remember, don't have to be exact. It's just a zone where it's going to be. All right, next video, I do want to talk about maybe some of these watch lists, how to create them, how I find what I'm looking for. I do want to talk about the stochastic indicator, the MACD, RSI, MACD, very important. Beginners and advanced traders, you guys need to know about the MACD. I do want to talk that probably in the next video, hopefully pretty soon. All right, hope everybody liked that. please comment if you like this video, if you didn't like something about it, or what your thoughts about it. If you want me to talk about something specific in trading and anything related to trading, please let me know. Open to suggestions. Please leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this, and please subscribe underneath there. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good one.